And the calendar's turned and it's week 1. You're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31, completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. All right, set now. 1st and 10. From midfield now. Short pass caught by his tight end. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Blown back. It gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It is caught left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And headed out with him. There he is, their 1st-round pick at quarterback in his first career NFL start.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a 1st-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he hasn't shied away from any of those pressures. He's been the guy they needed off the field. Now we finally get to see what he can do on it.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So out now comes the punter. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This one goes for 3 yards. And they'll have 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. Their 1st drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Play action on 1st down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
The offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here's a give up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 24. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short pass brought in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. 2nd and 8. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up first down. From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3 yards on the carry, and now they face 4th down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now looking to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. He can run it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And these guys take a 4-point lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Walker. Coleman with the grab. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. They send a tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. He's got a man left. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It is cut left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives them the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Walker setting up to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys push their lead to 3. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. He's dropping back to throw. Got Evans, it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They've got first down from the 31. They are throwing it again. Dumps it off to his running back.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 27-8 is the final score. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Throwing here, Walker. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down from the gun. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Simple dive up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field, and now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Let's see what they went with on third down. Now Walker. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They're set up at the 35 now. Walker to throw. Brought in right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On first down, they'll run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Walker looking to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. The running back gets it on the draw. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Pass play now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 17. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. Past the 25. He does it. Touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They bring their tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. Running it now out of the gun. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. They'll throw it. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Walker setting up to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Walker looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the throw. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 1. That one's complete over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Still sticking with the passing game. Brought in right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here. 2nd and 6 now. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the defense. And he'll get it up to the 27. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Austin. These guys, 14 points back. Throw on 3rd down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
This offense making its way back out now. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Motioning the tight end left. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. What a game for our winners as we say so long from Austin.